my beautiful students. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and safe. Welcome to Zoom Knowledge with a new video. Before watching this video, please subscribe and press the bell icon so you people will get the videos first. Today in this video, we are going to talk about the plant kingdom. In the last video, we have all discussed about the animal kingdom and the classes of the vertebrates and arthropods as well. So in this video, we are going to talk on the plant kingdom. The topic we have to discuss today is about the plant kingdom. So Betty, what is the plant kingdom and what kind of plants are included in the plant kingdom? There are non-flowering plants and flowering plants, both we have to study. First, there are flowering plants. Flowering plants included the two types, monocotyledons and dicotyledons. And separately, what is a cotyledon? Cotyledon is leaf that is where the food is stored in the plant. All right. So plants are made of many kinds of cells, so they are known as they are multicellular organisms or multicellular plants. Plant cells have an outside cell wall which is made up of cellulose. Cellulose beta is a cell that have made the outer cell wall of the plant, and many of the cells in plant leaves also include the important pigment that is used in photosynthesis, which is known as the chlorophyll. Okay, chlorophyll is the photosynthetic pigment which is also known as green pigment. Is located in the chloroplast within the cell. So here the photosynthesis, this is also the important factor that is used in the photosynthesis. So monocotyledons, dicotyledons, all the pictures and diagrams are here. Blue poppy, iris, cocksfoot and daffodil, they all are monocotyledons. All right. Okay, now see, there is a dicotyledon, trees, shrubs and herbs. All the pictures are included in this. So we have to first discuss that what are ferns. Okay ji. Now what are ferns? Ferns are land plants that are well developed structures, and their stems, leaves are very similar to those of the flowering plants. Okay, so there is a similarity that ferns are resemble to the those of the other flowering plants. So stem is usually completely below the ground. This is an important factor that we should have to know about. Stem is usually completely below ground of ferns. In bracken, bracken is the name of a plant. It is drawn here. Okay, this is the bracken. The stem is usually completely below the ground. In bracken, the stem grows horizontally. It grows horizontally below the ground, sending up leaves at intervals. Intervals में आपके पास leaves यहाँ पर grow करते हैं. Roots grow directly from the stem. Roots जो हैं बेटे directly हमारा जो stem है वहाँ से directly grow करते हैं. The stems and leaves have seed tubes and water conducting cells like those in the xylem and phloem and flowering plants. But if flowering plants, we have seen that there are two kinds of tubes which are also known as collectively the vascular bundles. So separately we call them xylem and phloem. Xylem is basically used for conducting water in the upper parts of the plant, and phloem is used for conducting the food. The leaves of the ferns vary from one species to another species. Now there is also an important factor or important point that how the leaves of the ferns are seen, whether they are different or same in every species or not. So no, leaves of the ferns vary from one species to another species, but they are all several cells thick. They all have this cell thickness. Most of them have an upper and lower epidermis, a layer of palisade cells and spongy mesophyll like the leaves of the flowering plants. There are many kind of similarities between the flowering plants and ferns. Here we got another one, that layer of palisade cells, spongy mesophills, just like the flowering plants. So flowering plants also comprise of the lower and upper epidermis and spongy mesophills. So the ferns are also have these two factors also. Okay, so now we have to talk about what kind of reproduction has to be done in the ferns. Ferns produce gametes but no seeds. Now look, it is written here that ferns produce gametes like egg and sperm will join up to fertilize. No seeds are produced. Zygote give rise to the fern plant, which then produces single cell spores from many sporangia. Now look, these are the sporangias. These all are the sporangias. From these spores, the one of the fern plant will produce. Sporangia are formed on the lower side of the leaf, but their position depends on the species of fern. It is important point also there that sporangia are formed on the lower sides of the leaf, but they grow on the lower sides of the leaf, but they depend on the species of the fern, that whether they're what is the position or on the lower side or on the upper side. It is also differ, or it is also vary according to the species. Sporangia are usually arranged in compact groups. Now you people can see that here, that they all are arranged in the compact group, arranged in a group. Okay, so reproduction would be by the gametes, zygote would be formed and the reproduction would be performed with the sporangia, which is at the underside of the leaves. Okay, so what is the now the journal characteristics or journal structure of the flowering plants? Here we have to start about the flowering plants now. Flowering plants reproduce by seeds that are formed in flowers, and these seeds are enclosed in an ovary. Okay, so journal structure of the flowering plant is described in chapter 8. Chapter 8 we will discuss further. Examples are here. First of all, we have to know that monocotyledons and dicotyledons. Now monocotyledons, what are monocotyledons? Monocotyledons for short are also known as the monocots, that have only one cotyledon in their seeds. Okay, monocotyledons have only one cotyledon in their seeds. As we know that what is a cotyledon? A cotyledon is an embryonic leaf which often contain food stores. Cotyledon बेसिकली हमारे पास एक एम्ब्रियोनिक लीफ होता है, बिकॉज एम्ब्रियो लीफ जिसको कहा जाता है, ठीक है, विच ऑफन कंटेन्स फूड स्टोर्स, जिसमें हमारे पास प्लांट का फूड स्टोर्ड फॉर्म में मौजूद होता है. Most but not all monocots also have long narrow leaves. Monocots comprises of long narrow leaves, as you can see here that this leaf is long and narrow. Okay, now dicotyledons. What are dicotyledons? Dicotyledons have two leaves, two embryonic leaves. All right, here monocotyledons for short, monocots, while the dicotyledons also have the two leaves, daffodils, bluebells, and with leaf parallel leaf veins. Now there are parallel veins here. These are parallel veins, and dicot leaf have the network of veins which comprises of the central midrib, or we can say that the main vein. As well as knowing the features to place animals and plants in the appropriate kingdoms, you need to know that the main features of the flowering plants. For the following kingdoms also, fungus, prokaryotes, and protoctids. These kingdoms we will discuss in the next video. But now this is a topic, and we have ended our topic. The topic we discussed it about the plant kingdom. We have discussed about the ferns, that ferns are just similar to the flowering plants, and their structures, and there are many similarities between these two plants. They do their production through gametes, but they do not make this seeds. They made the compact group of spores. Through these sporangia, the new fern plant should be grow. So this is the video. I hope you like the video. If you like, so please subscribe, press the bell icon so you will get the video first. Thank you so much. Bye bye.